Good morning, good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. Welcome to My Time to Journal, an untrained person playing with lots of art supplies and having fun. Join me. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're starting a new project. It's not about festivals because my journal is in here. But I don't know how I want to attach it yet. And this was a used book that I got at a thrift store. And I put duct tape. I widened it. I took everything out and because it was really thin book. And then I have everything attached with a huge band somewhere. Right here. But that's not the point of the book, although it's going to be very fun to work with. And I've had this together for like 2 days and I'm like, maybe I can film my videos ahead. I'm like, no, you can't do that. You always get all messed up when you do that. I'm not good at the technology thing, obviously. But this is going to be my gratitude journal. Now, people do gratitude journals all the time. And we're not going to even do anything today. We might start a reason why page, which I love doing that because that was an idea from Allie Edwards. And I love how she does that on the beginning. And I knew I wanted to, but gratitude journals, if they're good for you, that's great. But I'm not very sappy, for lack of another word. If you're not American, sappy is kind of slang for lovey-dovey. Don't get me wrong. I'm a nice person. I'm a really nice person. My dog will tell you that. My husband will tell you that. And, or at least they better. They've been trained to. Anyhow. I said, I want to do a gratitude journal my way. Because I do everything my way. So who would I be grateful for? So this is thank you. How did I put it? My inspirations from the tube. So this is paying gratitude to all the people that have inspired me in this community. Whether it's their fonts, whether it's their sense of color, whether it's their sense of organization, whether it's their sense of collage, whether it's whatever. It's gratitude from the tube. And the tube doesn't always have to be a tube of paint. It could be YouTube. So it spans the gamut. And I don't know how many I have in here, but I have a lot. And I've already designated a page. Now, there's no rhyme or reason of the order or the paper they went on. Maybe except for one. But I also may not do this in order to preserve this thinness a little bit and to lessen the likelihood of the lumpy left, which is what happens when you go in order. The left side starts to pile up, especially if you put a lot of stuff on it, which I do. And it's the junk journal I made. I'm excited to start. I think I am going to do, this is a piece from Daphne's diary, I'm pretty sure. But I don't think I want to do anything on here because I love this. And I love the fact that this book was given to Devin from Mrs. Walken, Wolken, in 2015. So that's not going to get messed with. And this is not going to get messed with. But I might do something on the inside of here. And so my gratitude to these people, I'm not going to try to represent their art completely because I can't. But because I'm not talented, it's copyrighted, blah, 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 blah. But I might do my version of something that they gave to me. Or I might just do completely abstract something or other and then just have a little piece of journaling that said, so-and-so, Tiny Tim gave me this, or Dr. Seuss gave me this because of his love of words, blah, 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 that kind of stuff. So this is my new journal, and it's my gratitude from the tube. And I'm excited to get started. I have a little, our printer, I think either the printer or the ink is messed up because I'm getting lines and everything. We just changed the ink cartridges. We're having all the technology is breaking down all at once. Had to get a new Mac, the printer. There was something else that just went out. Oh, no, what was it? Something else. But I think this might go. Now, this is a pretty piece of paper, and I think this came from a, what do you call those magazines? Anyhow, where women create that family of magazines. So it kind of matches my color palette, so I might just put this here and call it that a day, and then do something maybe right here. So what I wrote here, my reason why is all of these people have added to me, to my aesthetic and to my heart. And that's all we're going to do. But I did see something on a designing video. I love looking at, okay. Here's a great piece of paper. Oh, I might even do it over this. Because this has inspired me too, actually. It's not a person, but it's the thought of traveling. And this is from, I think, my National Park journal that I did, which you may not know this, unless you've watched thousands of my videos. Which there's a ton. I'm trying to organize them going forward. I don't know if I can organize them in arrears because there's so many. But I did a National Park journal. And then I gave that journal to the Journal Museum in New York. What is that called? Carty, help me. The lady in Australia was the one that made me aware of it. In the last 2 or 3 times ago, going to New York, 2019, 2018, 2017, maybe even, I dropped that journal off. But I took pictures of every page, so I have them in my camera reel. But it was all about the national parks. And that year, the national parks turned 100, I think. So I think I'm going to keep this in here because my love of travel has allowed me to expand my horizons too. So I have gratitude for travel also. But now that I think about this, how am I going to write on here if it's already got writing on it? Maybe we'll have to paint on it. And I don't know why I cut it out like that. It just begged to be cut out like that. So I was adding, like, the years that parks became national parks. Yosemite in 1890, which is my home national park. The Redwood Forest is one of my home national parks, 1916. Sequoia, 1968. Anyhow, sidetrack. Let's put a little white paint on here. I started to say that I like watching interior design videos from the big magazines. Architectural Digest does one. I don't want to get rid of the words altogether. Can you even see this? Am I in? But there's a lot of other design magazines. And this one guy had a piece of art. I'm like, ooh, I could do something like that. So, I mean, inspiration is everywhere. I'm with a lot of people on that topic, which when they said, well, how do you find ideas? I'm like, they're everywhere. They are everywhere. Okay, I'm going to have to cut you off for a minute so I can dry this. But although it's drying pretty fast, maybe I'll just go. Okay. I loved this piece of art because I don't remember the words that they had in their art. But the words I'm going to put in my art are thank you. But the way they did it was really cool. Let's see if these, I'm going to used 2 different colors of blue because of this pretty paper. But they need to have enough contrast. That may not be, well, let's just go for it. And so they did, I think they did the word art, but they scribbled it in one color over here. And then they had it faded into another color over here, but it was real small. So it's basically that kind of journaling that you do that you can't really read it. So I'm just going to put thank you. Really sloppily. A lot. And then they came in with another color. I don't know who the artist was that did this. But you could do it with any words or the name of a city. It'd be kind of cool to do this for New York. It really doesn't contrast enough, but it works okay for me here. I know what it says. And now you do too. But I might. And I think I'm going to try to remember to put dates in my journals because I'm really bad about that. Unless it's like my Hobonichi or whatever. But I might put in here somewhere in tiny numbers. Let's do this. 2022. That's good enough. All right, now I'm going to put a frame around this. What color? I really want this peachy color. But I don't think I have a peachy pen. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I do. Yes, I do. That's good. This is not perfect. Didn't want it to be. Kind of messy, purposely. But it represents another gratitude. Travel. So, this is what we're going to be doing. We are going to gratitude from the tube. I need to put that somewhere. Oh, and I never did say this, did I? I might just stick this over here. I'm okay with my writing at times. Everyone has added to me, to my aesthetic, and to my heart. I don't think I want all this white. Very, very boring. Maybe let's put a little heart here, which I happen to have drawn one on Procreate last night. I like messy hearts, and I cannot lie. And to me, the contrast of all of this writing, this was from Jacques Cousteau, all kinds of stuff. Sperm whales, fjords, Oh, I think this is when I made my Around the World in 80 Days, and I was in a Norwegian country. Another old video. Somewhere in the way backs. But here's a castle from a river cruise brochure on the Rhine, which that is someplace I have been. I have seen that castle in real life. And that blends in with the travel, the turquoise. Can't guarantee it's always going to be like that. But that's my reason why this didn't come out like I thought it would. But there's not enough contrast. And again, I'm going to kind of just pick a page, boom, do it. The next day, pick a page, sporadically, do it. So I'm not going to tell you who's in here. It adds to the suspense. You have to come and watch, right? I don't think I want to cover this because this is like a party. To me, festivals are like parties, and this is a party for my heart. So, and Rand McNally. I love maps, so hello. And I got it from a thrift store, so that's even more fun and exciting. And see you tomorrow on the first gratitude from the tube. I need to write that down, don't I? Where are some Post-its? If I only knew. Yes. Gratitude from the tube. Not always a tube of paint or always YouTube. Both. Okay. Thanks for watching. See you all tomorrow. Bye.